Hi Tumblr. Honestly, I feel more than a little unwarranted doing this just because I don't entirely consider myself a Tumblr writer. Mostly because I honestly feel that my Tumblr has a lot of other stuff, and it began as just an inspiration blog, which to a large extent I think it still is. Um, but as the past year has progressed, Um, I really have started to write more and more, and I definitely credit that to Tumblr and to the inspiration that I found here, both in terms of writing and photography and music and other artwork and so on. Um, Hold on one second. Hi, sorry. I'm outside now because my mom came home and it was getting sort of awkward to continue with her around. So, here you go. To be part of this project that I'm obsessed with words project after seeing John's video last night. And for those of you who don't know who John is, his Tumblr is a dream a day, and he's an incredible writer. So that really inspired me to try this out, and I apologize in advance for two reasons. One, if I don't look at the camera a lot, because I'm really self-conscious, and I can't really explain why, besides the fact that I'm used to being behind the camera, and yeah, it's just uncomfortable for me to talk while making eye contact. And then also I apologize because for the past 2 days, my diet has literally been entirely rum cake, both homemade and packaged. And I think that's affecting my consciousness or altering my consciousness a little in some way. So bear with me. Um, I guess I want to say that writing is everything to me. And a lot of that is because of Tumblr. And the Tumblr community, especially the community of writers, but also others of you, is just mind-blowing. And you guys inspire me every single day. And when I read your work, it's mind-blowing and jaw-dropping and a million other adjectives. Um, and that's obviously a huge inspiration to me, and so I thank you guys so much for that. And this is starting to sound like an Oscar acceptance speech, sorry. I'm sure I sound completely egotistical and all of that, and again, I apologize. Sorry, my dog is having fits over there. Anyway, I don't know what I was gonna say. I took down some notes before, but I'm outside, so I can't really look at them because my screen is so bright that I can't read anything that's on it. Anyway, um, so a lot of I guess the reason I keep writing is because of Tumblr, and it's been really incredible for me, and I guess a lot of people might think that it's silly or strange to invest so much time in something online, um, on a blog. And I would partially agree with those sort of opinions. And there are times when I think, what am I doing? Why do I care so much about some little thing on the internet? But honestly, when something like writing is so important that it's almost a profession, that feedback and that support is really great and so helpful. And that's one of the reasons that I keep coming back, and I think I'm going to be coming back for a long time. I guess getting on to my words and my writing, almost everything I write is about people and about relationships that I've had with various people. Um, And I guess that's sort of strange because actually my biggest inspiration is nature. And the natural world is so beautiful, and that's something that I encounter every single day and that inspires me constantly, all the time. Um, but for some reason I find it difficult to write about that. It reminds me of, I don't know, it makes me think I'm Walt Whitman or something, writing about trees and forests and flowers and fields. And I do include a lot of that imagery in my writing, but it's usually connected to relationships in some way. And I guess it really annoys and frustrates me that I'm only seem to be capable of writing about broken relationships and lost loves, and which is why I wonder why you guys like my writing so much, because often it seems to me that that stuff has no depth, um, and that it's my prose and poetry is always just similes and metaphors for past loves and broken romances and all of that great stuff. But I guess what I want to say is that um, a lot of my writing is also inspired by the body, and by body I mean various body parts, skin, hands, fingers, hair, bones, and I keep coming back to bones, and this sounds weird, um, but that's because they're really important to me, and I guess I've never really said this before anywhere to anyone, and this is going to be awkward because I have a few real life friends who follow my Tumblr, and also some other people who are very important to me read this. But I sort of have to say it. I've been struggling for a while now with an eating disorder, and I call it an eating disorder because I can't really deny it. That's what it is. But I don't feel comfortable classifying it as something like anorexia, just because what I struggle with is, well, I'm obsessed with my body image and body size. And it's not a constant presence at all. In fact, it's only very occasional and it comes out of the blue. But when it occurs, it's really monumental for me, and it's really important to me that I look a certain way. Um, and because of that, there are periods of time when I'm so obsessed with that I eat very little or not at all. And it's sort of pathetic in a twisted way because I have no willpower. So I've never been able to go more than a day without eating, but it becomes this huge presence, I guess, in my life for short periods of time, and it's sickening and it's disturbing to me. Um, but a lot of my writing happens during those periods of time, and I try to keep, well, unconsciously, I keep that sort of on the down low. But I don't know, maybe you've noticed like subconscious messages in my prose um, that have to do with bones in the body and maybe sort of have connotations with eating and body image or size or weight. Okay, anyway, I don't think this is at all what I was supposed to do. And in fact, I don't think I talked about words very much at all. So I apologize, and maybe this won't really qualify for the I'm obsessed with words project. But I don't really care because I normally am terrified of being in front of a camera and making videos, but this was almost refreshing in a strange way. So thank you for listening, and yeah, bye.